So we've got our fluid bag spiked now, and just like with any drug that we're going to give a patient, fluids are the same. We want to make sure it's labeled with the patient's name and dated. So the bare minimum you want to do is put the patient's name and the date that you punctured the bag. You'll notice I'm using tape, and I'm not going to write directly on the bag because Sharpie can bleed in to the bag and we don't want to contaminate it. I'm just going to write my patient's name on the bag, and then a little trick you can do, you don't have to, but just to keep track of how much fluids our patient has gotten in case maybe our pump isn't working or we're doing a drip rate, I'm actually going to put my piece of tape on the opposite side of my meter here. I'm going to make sure I go all the way up to where the fluids start, all the way down to the bottom. Just press that on securely. Then I'm going to draw a line with a pen where my fluids were at before we started. So I'm just drawing a line level to be like, this is where they were. So that later, if our pump can't tell us how much fluids we've gotten, we know where we started. Because as you can see, there's air in here. So by the manufacturer, there could be a little more or a little less. So to get a more accurate reading, we can actually mark where they started, and then I'm going to write the date. 9/3. So if he were staying with us a couple days, we could, at night when we stopped his fluids, we could mark where they ended, and the next morning they could mark 9/4 where they were at. So we could keep a better track of how much fluids our patient has received.